episode live tonight, well, pre-recorded tonight, we have on the Dog and Toad, moi, the Fireytoad, the MahdDogg.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest, the one and only Squee! Crash landing.
Hello.
Hello,
It's
hello.
Mr. Crash, our first returning guest.
Indeed, our first returning guest. Yes.
I just love the decor here in the Dog and Toads.
It's good, isn't it? Good.
It is nice, though. They've changed the barmaid. I'm not happy about that.
Really, really, really.
Mm-hmm.
She was taking out the till.
I'm just saying.
She may have been a bit of a, but she was taking from the till.
I think it's disgraceful that you'll come on here on a podcast that at least two people are going to listen to and slander a person in such a manner.
Terrible.
What, a person that we've made up on the spot?
Yeah. Yeah, didn't you know? Haven't you been looking at the internet? But made up people have feelings too, and also have rights.
Fight for virtual rights.
Exactly. Hyper virtual rights are out there. It's everywhere, Toad. It's everywhere.
Right, okay.
But we're here for a special reason, aren't we? We are here for a special reason tonight because we haven't had a stream for a very, very long time. We haven't done a podcast for a while.
No, we've been busy.
We said we would do one once we'd gotten our own first impressions down on the 2.3 beta. And
Indeed.
we have done so. It's been a good couple of weeks since 2.3 is launched.
Oh, yeah.
So thoughts, gentlemen?
Overall, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Still not sold on Multi-Crew, if I'm being brutally honest.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just, it's very, very nichey. It feels. We know it's very combat orientated because of the way it's set up. You know, the turrets and the fighters, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's very, very niched for such a big thing.
Headline feature. Yeah.
Yeah. And like engineers and, you know, planetary landings and the Guardians and that, which, you know, everyone can use that regardless in any mode.
Whereas, this is the can't do multi-crew and solo argument.
Well, not so much an argument. It's just, you know, it is a fact. If, you know,
well, no, that's
headline
true.
feature,
It's true. It is a fact. You can't do multi-crew and solo, which would be incongruous anyway.
Exactly. And it's a headline feature, and it just feels a little nichey.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bring anything to exploration that I can think of. Mining is a little. To do it with mining, you've got to have a ship filled with turrets and maybe a fighter bay for, you know, to have some of that. But it doesn't actually bring anything to the mining aspect.
It brings defense if you're going into like a hazardous res or something like that. One person can concentrate on mining, the other person can concentrate on the defense, and somebody else is flying around Cap in a little fighter.
Yeah, there is that. But have you been mining in the Hazres?
No.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah. You go mining in Hazres. When you've got 4 to 7 pirate ships going, what if you've got lots of goodies in your cargo hold. I'm going to come and get it all at the same time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many people you've got on turrets on a fighter, you're not going to survive very long.
Well. I can't really argue with that, to be honest.
No.
All right, then maybe not a hazardous res, but at least a kind of dangerous-ish res.
Doesn't matter. Whenever they scan you, a pirate, and they see you've got a cargo, they're onto you.
Instantaneous.
Oh, yeah. That's. But yeah, in something that's not a haz res, something that's not like, you know,
even a normal or high res, you'll get several pirate ships come after you and scan you, and you'll get that 3 or 4 times one after the other, and they'll all want a piece of you.
That's fine. The person who's flying can concentrate on the mining, and the other people can concentrate on the pew-pew like crazy.
The only difference with the Haz-Res and a normal res is the Haz-Res doesn't have police.
Yeah,
exactly. So you've got the police there as well, so it's all okay.
Okay, you try it, and you come back.
I would like to give that. I've actually been trying to wrap my head around like how would you properly coordinate in multi-crew with your team and what have you, instead of being just like, look, shit, we're all in the same ship together. Everyone look at each other on the camera. Hey, it's great. Oh, fuck, we're dead.
Yes, quite simply.
That was our first 5 minutes experience, though, wasn't it? We did try
Yes.
a little bit of mining with Multi-Crew. But, you know.
But that's the other thing is it's the weapons tracking. It's auto.
Yeah.
Now, when you're mining, as you discovered, if a chunk of rock comes past it goes, oh, it's shiny, and tracks that.
Yes.
Now, when you're in combat and you've got a ship and you're moving around and you're looking onto the ship, you yay, pew, 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 and then something flies in. Oh, it's followed that one. Oh, shit, they were wanted. Crap.
Which I might have done once or twice. Yeah.
Just a
a toggling system for the turret targeting would be preferable. But it's early, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's really early beta. This is by no way massively refined.
No. And I think, it's definitely going to be a long beta. I think Frontier learned from that from the earlier ones that doing a longer beta with more focus on areas is kind of very beneficial. So
when you say long, what's their definition of long? They used to be like 2 weeks. Then we've had a couple of 4 weeks.
Yeah, going back, we even had ones which were like just a couple of days, weren't they? They were just like, oh, beta, there we go, live. So I think the idea of running multiple weeks, particularly for very big features like this, is a sensible thing for them to do, really. Because there's so many facets to it, though, isn't there? There's so many, different angles that have to be looked at. Like I said, everyone focuses on like the combat side of it and stuff like that, but then within 10 minutes we prat around and do all kinds of crazy stuff in Multi-Crew, which is like, oh, no one's really thought of that. Why are you doing that? Because we can,
Exactly, that's it. Yeah, so the SRVs. You had a ship which can have a lot, big SRV, but you can have 2 buggies, you can have 4 buggies in it. You land on a planet and you go to deploy it, and it's like, oh. You can't deploy this while you're Multi-Crew.
Yeah, you can't deploy an SRV at all.
No,
in a Multi-Crew session, can you?
No.
Yeah,
not even as a helmsman.
And that was a bit of an unfortunate surprise. I thought it was going to be possible. I think there's since been an explanation that just the way that the fighters and the SRVs are implemented, basically they work in 2 different ways, so you can't. They just cannot deploy them and let them work that way. Not to say that it won't come at some point in the future, but again, I wouldn't say disappointing is probably too strong a word. Just a bit of a shame that it's not a possibility yet.
I think, when we was in there, and it's like, I looked down, it's like, oh, right, and you can move over and actually move over to the actual option. So, yeah. It was actually a bit disappointing.
Yeah, and I think I can see some of it is down to the fact that, like, well, obviously with the SLF, it's got that range and it will self-destruct and everything, and you just get warped back into the ship and all that. So you've got that kind of like you're constantly you're constantly tethered to the ship. That's fine. The problem with an SRV is it's not tethered to the ship, is it? Yeah. So you can imagine the scenario that someone can join your crew, they can bugger off in your SRV and go for kilometers on the surface of a planet, and it's like, well...
God, you'd have a massively continually expanding instance.
Exactly, there's all kinds of technical problems that go into the background, and, it's you can see why there are limitations to it.
Yeah, you can see why, but then why have the option available?
Yeah, it needs...
Why not, when you're in Multi-Crew, why not just have that option removed, so you can't see it, because if you see something... and you can't do it.
UI issue.
It definitely sounds like a UI thing, and it's something they're always struggling with, because the UI is such a big, complicated part of the game.
Oh, God, yes.
And we can see that now with the Multi-Crew. Particularly in Beta 3, I noticed there was a couple of odd little bugs which have been introduced into it. Just not being able to pick the wing menus and things like that, because you've now got these 2 conflicting states of wings and crew, and which one takes precedence, which one should be displayed, and it's like because UI is bad enough when you're building something like in Windows. You're building like a 2D application and trying to slap together a couple of controls. That is hard enough to get it to function the way you want it to react. I cannot begin to imagine how difficult it is to build a real 3-dimensional holographic interface and have it react to work, because that's what it is. People don't appreciate that.
Hang on. It's not a real holographic 3D interface. It is just a just a 2-dimensional interface that happens to be projected onto a 3D plane.
Get your ass into the camera and have a look at it. It's 3-dimensional. Every element
you could go round it and everything, but it doesn't have depth.
It does have depth. Yeah, look at
it. Doesn't have depth.
Yeah, go look at the scanner in the camera mode, and you can have a look around in 2.3 beta now. You can have a look at it. You can see the scanner.
Oh no! I thought we were just talking about like the menu interfaces.
No.
In the panel.
All of the elements. Yeah, because they've got elements which can be projected. Yes, definitely. But all of the elements on top and all of those.
Oh no, I've seen that with the when I was doing some shooting with the new camera suite, which
I thought you might like that.
I do like that. I sat there for like 3 hours one night around Pratchett's discs, just taking loads of shots and suddenly creating a narrative in my head and going, then I'm going to need this shot. I spent ages lining up the camera, making sure the sun was in the place I want. Oh God, I was horrible.
Nerdgasm.
I was horrible to myself. I was really bad. I should have been in bed. I really should have been in bed, but I'm sitting there with my fugly commander trying to shoot something that looks a bit cinematic. I don't have him anymore.
Thanks, Meg, for that.
I'm kind of sad. I might make him out of fuel. I might make something similar for out of fuel.
Oh, please don't.
When it goes live. I should.
No, don't. You cannot inflict that upon anybody ever.
Well, not according to the forums. I can't. Having an ugly commander is a sin. Apparently.
You saw that.
I did see that.
Yeah, saw that.
I did see
Unfortunately.
that forum post. I mean, look, I kind of get some of the argument that's being made. I mean, it's not just you can't just go off the forum post. The lass has made a video where she goes in more detail in her own words what her thinking is behind it, but it's like so much of the stuff on the forums, and right now I can hear Kerrash grinding his teeth and biting his tongue because we're mentioning that domain of hell. But it does seem like a lot of gripes about features are just personal preference issues.
It's so subjective with it all.
It is completely. I mean, look at the commanders. This particular commander's argument. This girl now does not want to. This woman now does not want to play Elite Dangerous because her commander is not going to be attractive enough because it hasn't got long hair. And ergo, in her mind, short hair is a bad thing and makes the commander ugly.
Isn't that
I've made a pretty hot-looking commander.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself. Very attractive woman. I've made attractive men, attractive women. I've had a good play around with that thing for hours upon end.
Yep.
But in the long term, what is unattractive about a girl with long hair? A girl with short hair, sorry.
Nothing's unattractive.
There's nothing unattractive about that, except in this person's mind.
But then beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly. That was the thing which I found just so frustrating about it. It's like, this is your personal opinion. This is your projecting this upon the thing there and saying that, it's a problem because you don't like it. Well, there are plenty of other people that are perfectly happy with that.
Yeah. And people who don't want their characters to have long hair.
Yeah, exactly. It just seemed like another thinly veiled argument of the same thing. And quite frankly, I mean, if the only thing that people can argue about right now is the fact that they're not going to have long hair, I think the 2.3 is looking pretty damn good,
Yeah.
It is, especially in the wake of Mass Effect Andromeda. We have to bring it up. We have to bring that up. You see, the GIFs on Twitter have
I feel so bad for them, but yeah.
To be quite honest, with some of the shit that has come out from like the developers and what have you from BioWare, some of the things that they've said about gamers and about all this kind of stuff, but not to go too much into it. I'm sitting here with a smug face. I've got full clots and smug face on right fucking now. because it's like, I don't particularly like Mass Effect anyway. All right, I am that guy, that one guy on the entire internet who sits and thinks Mass Effect is overhyped to shit.
I've played Mass Effect 1 and 2, and I enjoyed them. They were okay. I've got Mass Effect 3. I've done about 5 minutes and never gone back to it.
I gave them a shot.
Yeah.
I really did give them a shot. But I couldn't get past the terrible dialogue, the awful writing, the formulaic plot structure.
Yeah.
And BioWare are supposed to be so great for story.
Yeah, I mean, that's what shocked me as well. Particularly in some of these things I've been reading about it, is that was one of the, the interaction.
That was the saving grace.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Mass Effect was this epic sci-fi story with... There's these wonderfully drawn characters and, of course, rampant alien sex throughout.
Which by no means the only feature that anyone plays it for, of course.
Oh, of course not. I've seen Rule 34 websites. I know what's going on in Mass Effect. 9 times out of 10, it's the same shit going on in The Sims 4. I kid you not. But just... BioWare are being hailed as these great storytellers and these, fabulous game makers from a narrative perspective, and they're just not. No. They're really not. They're formulaic. It's formulaic drivel is what comes out of the mouths of the characters. And I know a lot of people aren't going to fucking like me saying that, but that's because you're an unsophisticated audience. I'm sorry.
Oh,
you just don't understand.
Savlon,
really
please.
Great.
Can we have some Savlon for the audience?
You just don't know what really great narrative is. And I'm not saying I write, I'm a writer, but I don't write great narrative. I write formulaic pap because I want to make formulaic pap where shit blows up and monsters eat people. That's generally what I got into the entire industry for. But this weird cultish behavior behind Mass Effect and the overhyping of Andromeda to the point where we see it. Here we are. Is it launched now, or are people still looking at the preview 10 hours?
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. So it's still looking
staggered over, I think, a day or two. The launches from depending where you're in the world. Which is like,
well, from what I saw on EA. If you have Origin access, you could get access to it a few days early and play like 10 hours of the game, and that's what Rock Paper Shotgun did before they wrote their takedown piece.
Oops.
that was a devastating review.
Yes,
to be quite honest, and I'm not. I don't. I don't hang out at Rock Paper Shotgun often. But seeing that review, I was like, holy cow. These are the kind of people who usually wave the flag. I mean, when Mass Effect 3 happened and that ending, Rock, Paper, Shotgun were very, very much behind BioWare on that one. But this time it's like, no, BioWare gets slapped badly.
But then, of course, you'll get people who just adore the game and enjoy playing it for what it is.
Indeed.
Which is fair enough. Each their own.
And they're the ones who are still supplying us with all the gifts. But I digressed us completely away from Elite Danger because of the character creator.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of HoloMe. How long have you spent in HoloMe?
Oh, that definitely needs to be
hours in. I spent a few hours in it.
I think by the amount of time that you spend in HoloMe, maybe we could get another, elite rank? Elite HoloMe creator?
I think I'd already be there based on number of planets face planted into whilst in HoloMe. That would definitely be a stat that
there should be a warning before you go, when you go to meet. Warning, make sure you're in a safe place before entering HoloMe.
Well, I tried that. I remember the first night I did a stream with HoloMe on and what have you. I was in a station and docked in the station, and I had that issue with my character and HoloMe just wiggling all the time. It was like someone with Parkinson's. It was just constantly on the move. And I was, I didn't know what to do until Revian told me, you have to leave the station.
Yes, the vibrating HoloMe. Yeah.
Because it's affected, the HoloMe for some reason was being affected by the rotation of the ship.
Mm-hmm. This is the problem when you have an environment which is 5 kilometers across and you're trying to be accurate down to the size of an eyelash, at the same time. Games are hard. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why HoloMe should, when you're doing HoloMe,
the rotation of the station
keep it within the environment of the ship while you're doing the design, if that's going to be an issue.
Cool.
I know it's cool. But you could just put a ship backdrop, just like the generic here is a door opening thingy.
See, the other thing to bear in mind is that when you're in the HoloMe, especially if you're not docked in a station, you're burning fuel.
Yes, very important to remember that. Yeah.
Exactly, because when your ships are sitting in space or on a planet, anywhere other than a dock, it's burning fuel. X amount of kilograms per hour. Yeah, you have the tons per hour.
The HUD readout that gives you the information.
Exactly, and it tells you how much, 0.5 or 1 point whatever. So depending on how much power you're using on the ship will determine how much fuel you're using per hour. Yeah. Now, this is a very, very salient point to people because you can run out of fuel doing this, especially sitting outside a station.
Shut up.
Sorry, Doug. Sorry, what was that? Didn't quite catch you.
Shut up.
Is there something you don't want people to know, Dog?
Oh, God, it's like they don't know already. Yes, I ran out of fuel again. But I had a good fucking reason this time.
Excuse me. Kate also was outside commentating in a Sidewinder, same as your good self.
He doesn't even let me say my reason before he goes ahead and refutes it.
Did Kate run out of fuel?
No, Kate did not run out of fuel.
What did Kate do?
She refueled.
But how did she refuel?
She flew into the station, landed, docked, and refueled the ship.
And what did you do?
I flew back to the station, sat outside, and got myself prepared to do the professional commentating job that I'd been asked to do.
Yes, and then what happened?
I ran out of fuel. Live.
Yeah. On a charity stream. Yep.
People did pay money to blow me up or refuel me, depending on what they wanted to do.
Which is very, very noble of them, but that still doesn't excuse the fact...
money for charity, there you go.
...that you ran out of fuel. Again. Yeah. Once is, twice is, starting...
Twice in 2 years. We're talking twice in the span of 2 years.
So it's starting to become a regular thing for you then?
It's not a regular thing. It's not like it happened exactly in September.
Well, give or take. If you do it again in another year, that'll be regular.
It was months after September. October, November, December, January, February. 5 months. There you go.
There's margins of error.
Exactly. Plus or minus a few months.
This is not a pattern. It's not a trend.
Okay, so when it happens for the third time...
If it happens a third time, which it won't happen a third time, I guarantee it won't happen a third time, because I'm paranoid now.
Did you not say after the first time that it'll
never happen again?
And then...
Well, look, all right. I want to float this out there, right? Technically, MahdDogg has only ever run out of fuel once.
Right.
Because when I ran out of fuel the second time, it was out of fuel.
Okay,
so
no.
Doesn't count.
So MahdDogg the commander, not MahdDogg the persona.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but who was controlling Out of Fuel's account? And who was controlling the MahdDogg account? So therefore, if the person controlling the MahdDogg account and the person controlling the Out of Fuel account was the same person...
God, you're just not going to let me have this, are you? You're not going to let me have it.
Nope.
I hate you.
So he's a witch?
Yes. Because he weighs the same as a duck.
And he's made of wood.
Wood. Yes.
Yes, build a bridge out of me.
Yeah.
Can we move on fuel?
Yes, we can move on fuel.
I am currently in the process of writing an open letter for the forum to Frontier about removing the fuel mechanic because it hinders gameplay.
Okay. In which case, I'm in the process of blocking your account.
Well, it completely slows down. It slows down exploration. You have to agree with that.
No.
Which takes the fun out of exploration if you have to keep stopping and refueling all the time. You think how far you could go without fuel.
About 1.4 million light years with fuel.
How many times have you run it, Tom?
I've run out once deliberately to show people exactly what happened when you did run out of fuel, and I had to work at it. I had to jump back and forth several times. It actually got to the point where my fuel was like, I've got no fuel left enough to jump. And even then, it still took ages for it to drain.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
I'm a natural.
No, you're just an idiot.
We've all got to be good at something.
Natural idiot. There we go.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks. He's a natural idiot. He said it himself. No one else.
Yes, all right. Look, this is the bed. I'm lying in it. All right. Can we move on?
Yes, we can move on.
Can we talk about other elements of 2.3?
Yes, we can talk about
cool?
other elements of 2.3. Yes.
Because we've seen a mega ship now.
Ooh, we have seen a mega ship,
Several,
haven't we?
in fact.
We've seen.
Yes.
I've
Fisher's
personally been to Fisher's Rest.
Don't you before you start talking about Fisher's Rest?
I'm not going to talk about it in that.
Spoiler alert.
Good. You know, be respectful. Well,
I am going to be respectful.
as much as you can be.
Well, I turned up then. She wasn't wearing the slave layer outfit, so I wasn't really that interested. Anyway. But that's an enormous ship. And ships we can land on now.
Yes, yeah, we can dock on the outside of them, yes. Now, will they be transport ships at some point, maybe? Because they have engines. They can move.
They can
do.
move around. They can.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have engines, will jump.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the primary purpose is going to be these temporary bases of operations for places, which is going to be great. I mean, the great thing about them is that some of them do have large pads as well, which I don't think a lot of people realised.
No.
So
there's, I think, about 9 landing pads in total?
Yeah, something like that.
12, depending.
So they become these nice little temporary bases of operations that can be injected into these, particularly when you have like an environment where normally we just have outposts and it might rule out certain players from wanting to go there. To partake in a civil war or whatever's going on there, then they can just inject those in, and it's a great little base of operations temporarily showing up and stuff.
Because there's 32 of them or something.
Different ship types at the moment. 32 different varieties. I don't know if that is exactly mapped to the number of ships. I think there could be more than one of each variety.
Because you got the mega ship isn't one class of ship, is it?
No, it's just a moniker. Yeah, a moniker for like a big ass ship, basically. It's sort of thing.
It's a big motherfucking ship.
Yes,
but I did like
different varieties of mega ship. Then
yes, they're procedurally generated, so they kind of like they can just slot in different segments, and you get different variations of them. But I do like the classifications. I don't know did you notice any of the subtle little themes in some of the classifications of the ship types?
I haven't paid
so if you have a look at like the bulk cargo ships and things like that, they're you have like the Gordon class and the Thomas class and the Henry class.
Did you not it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Cool.
So they're
really useful ships.
They're brilliant. Exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
So there's loads of little things like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they have the annoying little trucks following them behind. Maybe a couple of annoying little Type 7s or something. Is
there a fat controller?
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, maybe at the front.
You can't say a fat controller anymore.
No, I can.
No, no.
No.
That's sizest.
The guy is fat.
That's
the
offensive.
End.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Dog. I'm fat.
I've got to now apologise on behalf of you. I'm going to have to do it publicly as well.
I'm fat. I'm overweight.
I'm getting there. Yeah. I'm working on it.
I've got you all beat.
Yes, because you are fat as well.
I am fat.
Exactly.
I am fat. I am there. Crash likes this group because he's the skinny one.
That's the only reason I showed up.
Oh, cheers.
But mega ships. Yes. So
Back to the game.
I didn't realise that. I really didn't realise that about the classes of the ship.
And in the latest beta update, they now have their name emblazoned across the outside of the ship as well.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Because that's starting to come in with the ship ID things as well.
That leads very nicely into ship IDs and nameplates.
Doesn't it just? Yes.
Oh, that segue. Oh.
Yes. And we didn't even try.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Unfortunately, now it's all ruined because I drew attention to that.
Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the nameplates, bit of contentious issue.
Yeah, cosmetic vanity plates, pay some money, get your name on it. Now, the curious thing is, would that then be, because the ship names aren't unique. So everyone can have, the same name if they wanted it, theoretically.
Yes.
Yeah.
The nameplates, are they specific per ship, or can you put them on any ship that you own?
I think, it's going to work much like a decal would. It's tied to the account. I think anything which you can buy on the Frontier store is going to be account level access only. So there's no kind of, you've applied it once to your ship, go buy another one, because that, it's like, that would be going into the territory of being a right ass, wouldn't it? But I think once you've got it, you can apply it, and it's going to be. I mean, you've seen some of the variations now. Like you have like the pirate style one with the skull logo and things like the different varieties of things, which is nice because it's not just like a font; it is actually kind of like an emblazoned logo built into the text, isn't it? Which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think once you kind of purchase that style, you can apply that style to whatever. I think that's
the name is fixed on that template, that nameplate. You can't change it once you bought it and you put what you want.
Well, at the moment, you can change it as many times as you want.
No, the ones you buy.
No, I think they're just styles.
The styles,
styles, and the name changes depending on if you change the name.
Because I thought that you could buy the plates which you actually have on the outside of a ship.
Yeah, they're templated decals basically that you.
Right.
Yeah,
it takes the text and it will emblazon it into that logo.
That makes much more sense because I thought you put what you wanted in it. Right.
Because on the live stream they had the asp called "In Front of Things," which I quite like.
Yeah, that tends to be where most asps are, isn't it?
They're in front of stuff. Every picture of an asp you see, it's in front of something.
The ship in front is an asp.
Yeah.
I think the asp is the selfie hog of the Elite Dangerous universe, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's got its own Tumblr page. It's got a Snapchat. It's probably got an Instagram. I bet you it's even got one of those old Flickr accounts and a Pinterest.
What about a MySpace?
Oh, come on. It's a bit more hip than that. It's a bit more down with the kids.
Oh, I just suddenly thought of something.
What's that?
You know Multi-Crew 2.3? It's pay to win, don't you?
Oh God! How right? This is the if you've got another account and you can sit that account in your ship, you get an extra pip in your.
Yeah, that's the chestnut. It's pay to win. It's basically all this. It's pay to win, isn't it? It's pay to win because that way you can have an advantage in combat and you can roll the. Oh wait, you can't.
No,
maybe it isn't pay to win.
No, it's not.
No, it's
just not.
No. We're gonna regurgitate this argument every single update, isn't it? It's just
of course. Come on, when they announced ship skins, ship skins were pay to win.
Yeah.
If you've got a black ship skin, that means you're practically invisible. Oh, fuck off.
No, sorry, I was
going to say
all them blinking lights and the big fucking scary engines on the back probably are going to give you away.
Considering most ships I'm shooting are like a couple of pixels high on the screen. I don't care what color they are. They got the red diamond around it. I'm hitting it.
Yeah. Unless you're running in the stealth build.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we've got you also with the HoloMe. You've got the jumpsuits that will be purchasable on the store.
Yeah, you got the Raider suits. I like the look of the Raider suits. I like that kind of grungy aspect a lot better than the
crisp, clean,
the sleek and
colours,
shiny,
the spiky ship kits coming soon.
Are they going to have more than jumpsuits? Are they going to have actual outfits?
I think that's a little way down the line, but yeah,
because that would be when you get legs. Now, did we not someone's mentioned the other day that on one of the live streams and packs that they mentioned that season 3 wouldn't be legs. If that was just a speculation, a rumor, or was it actual out and out fact that they said season 3 will not be legs?
I don't recall what has been said and what hasn't. So I'm just going to step away, just take another look at my ND. No comment.
I can say nothing in regard to that particular question. I'm sorry. Let's move on, shall we? Thank you very much.
The answer currently is no.
Well, the answer currently is. That's the current answer. There's not even a speculation alert coming on here.
Oh, God.
Because
there's going to be a lot more cosmetic stuff now.
Yeah. Definitely.
But again,
the frontier stuff.
Another silly, contentious issue, isn't it? Is people complain about the cosmetic stuff, and it's like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's the simple answer at the end of the day. But people don't see that. It's like
you can't say that to people.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like they want it. They want it, and they want it for free. And it's like, I'm sorry.
No.
You don't need it. It's not affecting your gameplay. No, don't buy it.
It's cosmetic. Exactly.
That's entirely the point. And yet other games can sit there and charge goodness knows what for things that just don't exist. So
exactly. Virtual concepts. But then if people don't buy the cosmetic items, which are, for the most part, I think they're good value for money, what they are, the game won't progress because once you've paid your money for the game, that's it. There's no monthly subscription fees.
Yeah, there's just the expansions.
That's it. And even
we're not calling them season passes now, are we?
No.
That's going to go. That's going away.
That's just expansions or DLC, whatever you want to call it. But to make something in the game, something new, or to change something, costs this thing. There's a thing. It's money.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay people's...
Got to pay the staff. Yeah.
Exactly. You've got to pay the electricity, you've got to pay the water, you've got to pay for the food, etc., etc. There's costs involved in implementing a feature or updating a feature within a game. And they're not cheap.
No.
Even a simple...
And a lot of them aren't easy either.
No, exactly. A simple thing within the game, then, is not what we would class as simple because we don't know diddly squat.
Yeah.
It could cost a couple of $3,000.
But it's just the question of like the ongoing support of the game and the bug fixings and things like that. I mean, there's stuff which is constantly being worked on all the time. So, exactly, those kind of things. These things are always going to be going on in the background, and people need to appreciate this. It costs the business money. They need to keep pulling in revenue.
Yeah,
they're only going to get so much from game sales, as unit sales. So they're going to have to look at other revenue streams, and I think that's it's a perfect way of doing it because it allows them to stay away from the whole subscription market, which, to be fair, has got a lot of backlash in recent years, and it's kind of people are pulling away from that idea of things. Now you look at like World of Warcraft; it peaked years ago, and now people no longer like that idea of a subscription model, so they're kind of coming away from that thing now. So this idea of having these cosmetic things are non-essential, they don't affect your gameplay. I think it's the only logical way that they can continue to fund the game. I don't see why people can't grasp that concept and understand that the game isn't going to make itself, and withholding your money from it, because that's the argument I see from a lot of these people is like, I don't like this option, so I'm not going to give them any more money. And it's like, well, not giving them money is not going to allow them to improve those things for you. So the game is never going to succeed.
Well, let's put that into perspective. The kind of people who say that, I'm not going to give them any more of my money, blah, 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 are a tiny friggin' drop in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to the amount of people who are buying stuff still, who are going. I mean, I don't own a load of ship packs and stuff like that. I'm not a regular purchaser from the Frontier store. I've got a couple of bits and bobs and what have you. Those damn Ravager pack things from that trailer, and we'll talk about that trailer in a minute, but from in that trailer, the Mad Max spikes on the back of a Cobra Mark III, I'm like sitting there going, throwing fucking wads of cash at the screen going, take my money now, David Braben, take it. Because that's the character I want to be. I mean, at the moment, on my main account, I'm currently flying out towards Colonia because I has a plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck shit up for the sovereignty. I'm gonna be that annoying little weevil that gets in everywhere and causes problems. I'm gonna be out there shooting ships and trying to get lockdowns. I'm gonna bring people with me. MahdDogg's pack's gonna go ape shit against the sovereignty for shits and giggles. If I can find anyone to schlep all the way out there and join me. But then there's this multi-crew thing, which means, hey, you don't have to schlep anywhere.
There you go.
Yeah. He's a bink, you're there.
Ta-da!
As if by magic, the commander appeared.
Amazing. They're flying around just murdering peaceful ships left, right, and centre till the station goes into lockdown.
Just broke my immersion there.
Bucket.
Sorry.
Bucket.
I'm sorry. Did telepresence fuck everything up for you?
That's it. I can't play it anymore. You know.
There's a solution to that.
Telepresence, and I can't even.
There's a solution to that whole telepresence thing, right? When you join
It's a
crew,
video game.
No. When you join a crew, you have to wait an hour for the character to arrive.
What you should do.
What
you should do for full immersion is if you're going to play with another person online in any multiplayer game, if immersion is so fucking important to you, organise to meet somebody online about 3 hours from the point in time that you decide you want to play. Go outside, get a bus, go to your local city centre, get off the bus, get another bus going home again. Put the travel time in. Actually do it. Fully
Physically
immerse yourself.
Yeah.
Physically do it. I have to travel, so now I'm going to go out. Okay, it's going to cost you a bit of money in bus fare, but fuck it. It's immersion, isn't it? It's important.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. Tantamount to the entire experience. Everything else becomes second. It's a total immersion. You've got to have that.
That's
the most bullshit I've said in one sentence. I'm sorry.
That takes us back to the long hair thing because immersions, the long hairs. But I did look through all of that thread.
The whole thing about the hair, though, right? How often are you going to be spending looking at your character?
About the 5 minutes after you finish creating it.
Yep.
It depends how hot my character is.
That's you, Dog. That's you. I'm talking about normal people.
I think I'm tied into the same mind as the 12-year-olds who are going to be playing this game on console. So don't discount what I say.
It's not discounting it. It's just pushing it to the side gently.
I'm being no platform to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does bring back to the long hair, the whole long hair argument, people demanding long hair in the game. We've been told, in no uncertain terms, it's an issue with Cobra that they can't render long hair the way they would like to render long hair. So they just decided not to do it.
It's a technical issue.
It is a technical issue, therefore it's a moot fucking point.
I mean,
They're
this is the
arguing
same-
about it, posting on the forums and everything, saying I want long hair isn't going to change the technical issue.
Look,
It's the same as the Mac, isn't it, version of Horizons?
Exactly.
Yeah, the Mac version of Horizons. I said I have a Mac. Yeah, I could have just kept on with a Mac, not bought a PC or anything like that. I could have not boot camped it and everything. But then when Horizons came out, I was screwed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of Frontier. It was because of Mac's support of OpenGL.
It was a technical issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they could put long hair in. That's not, they could, but it would look
But it
shit.
would be awful.
And people go, oh, that looks rough. Where'd you put that in there?
Exactly.
It's horrible.
Or the physics performance on it would be so bad that people would complain about the frame rate dropping through the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go back to the basics on it. Making humans is bloody hard. I'm sorry, there's no better way to do it. Making a human look good in a real-time engine is not an easy task. And if everyone out there who's so desperate to have long hair wants to put their money where their mouth is and actually pay for the research and development that's going to go into making that work, then go for it. You know, you want the long hair, you can pay for it up front because someone's got to foot the bill of doing that R&D. It's not going to appear just because you're shouting about it.
Exactly.
But it has to. It has to. Because they wrote open letter on forum and on Reddit. It has to happen. It has. No, it doesn't. It don't. But what gets me about that whole long hair argument is we've been told it's a technical issue, but then, and this is where I actually use words that I hate, really, really hate. But then the white knighting fanboys arrive and start retconning law reasons for why you can't have long hair in Elite.
Oh my God!
The Remlock system doesn't allow for hair to be properly placed with it. Bullshit.
Yes.
I can practically smell the anorak right now.
The bright nylon shirt and the sand and the thermos flask and the Dwayne.
I know we're painting a hideous stereotype, but fuck me, these people have got to be like that. They've got to. Instead of just laying it to rest, instead of just letting it rest on, it's a technical problem. We just can't do it.
Yeah.
The nerds come out. And they sit there and they start to work out. They go through their reams of law that they have gathered together and say, well, actually, in the year 2862, when the Remlock Industries was first in its infancy, it was they that decided that.
The whole thing, right? So you when you're on your ship, you're wearing a flight suit.
Yes.
Yeah. If you've got hair, which is not that long.
Oh, please don't try and logic it.
No. It's quite simple. Right? If your hair is long enough, when you put on your suit, it will go down the back of the suit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So when the Remlock engages, it engages over your head and therefore your hair. The end. Yeah. So it's not there's nothing stopping it other than the fact that it's very difficult to render hair realistically.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
It's a lot of games do these things. You go look at a lot of other games out there.
Yeah.
Virtually nothing on the market this day and age will do it. They will avoid it like the plague. It's like those really, really annoying things that you just don't want to try and do because you know it's going to take up a huge chunk of your budget in terms of time and development costs and all that sort of stuff for virtually zero reward. I mean,
unless you're someone like Blizzard who does
wait.
gorgeous pre-rendered scenes.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hear something. I hear something right out there in the distance right now. It sounds like the wail of the Witcher 3 fan club. Who are now sitting there going, well, the main dude in Witcher 3's got long hair and that really works very, very well. And yes, with a shit-hot graphics card and a beefy fucking computer system, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But most people turn that shit off because of the frame rate issue.
And that's the other thing, is that there's so many things they could do with Elite, with the Cobra engine, which is a bloody awesome engine. But the average home user's PC, and I'm not talking about us Ninja Head propeller heads.
No.
I'm talking about the average user.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might have a 7 series or the equivalent AMD or maybe an 8 series possibly. They can't afford to buy hot new gear or whatever, but what they've got works exactly, does the good job well enough. Some of the things they could do would melt those machines.
Yeah. They would stop them from being able to be scaled across a massive number of users in the user base. You've got to remember that while, yes, there are the hardcore gaming fans who have their uber-duper, super-duper PCs, there's your average everyday Joe, like a young kid who sees Elite and goes, that's amazing, and he's got a crappy little computer that his mum and dad bought him because they don't give a shit one way or another as far as they're concerned. The computers for sending emails and uploading pictures of cats. But he's got a little computer that can actually fucking do it. I was looking and I was cruising the Reddits, which we now have to pluralize because there's been a schism.
Oh God.
There's been a schism in the Elite Dangerous Reddit community, which I think is fucking fabulous.
Is it red hat, yellow hat?
No comment.
Oh God. But I went on to Elite_Dangerous, which many people may not have heard of because that's the new offshoot one, Shadowley, my brothers. But we went into I went into there. There was someone just asking the random question, will my computer be able to run Elite Dangerous? And he put up his specs and what have you. And, Hollow Brains was there.
Yeah.
Yes. Enough said. Saying that, you might be able to do it in 32-bit, but you can't run it in 64-bit, which was the horse vomit, but, he's been downvoted to high heaven, so it doesn't matter. And I brought up, looking at their specs and then looking at the specs that were on my Mac when I was dual booting that over and like comparing the two specs between the machines and everything. I was like, hell yeah, you'll be able to run that no problem. And then there's Mac users coming on and saying, oh, well, I'm thinking of getting, dual booting over to Windows on my Mac and everything. Do you think mine will be able to run it? And I sat there the afternoon looking at fucking graphics card capacities and all kinds of fucking shit that I've never looked at before. I've just gone, what's the geek expensive one that everyone says is good? I'll have that, thanks.
Yeah.
But looking at that and doing the comparisons and seeing the amount of hardware that Elite will actually run on and run on decently, maybe not at ultra graphics settings, but at high to medium, which still looks fucking great.
But it runs on a GTX 4 series, for crying out loud.
Yeah. For God's sake, the game runs on an Xbox, which is essentially just a mid-range AMD computer.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just, I mean, the major jump forward that we've seen in the next generation consoles is we put more memory in.
I want a bigger hard drive. Don't forget that.
Oh, fuck, no, they haven't gone that far.
Have they not?
Still, like, 1 terabyte is, that's a really fucking expensive console machine, a 1 terabyte storage one.
What, a 50 quid drive?
Yeah.
Which you can mostly get a 2 terabyte for about 60, 70 quid now.
Yeah.
Wait, yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I mean, what they did with the Xbox and what they did with the PlayStation 4 was basically take mid-range PCs, put, I think it's between 4 and 8 gig of RAM in.
Yeah.
And then repackaged it and this is your next generation console. Yeah, your R&D process was really quick.
Here's your living room PC. I mean console.
Yeah.
Here's your media center.
Yes.
But if they can do that on a like what is essentially a 3 or 4 year old mid-range PC, and you can still play Elite on it at 60 frames a second on a console, on an HD TV,
Aye.
Fucking hell. The complaints of people about long hair in the game sort of melt away.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, whilst it's rendering an entire smegging galaxy behind it.
Yeah. It's rendering a whole galaxy, but her partner's shit.
I go back to my previous sentiment. If that's the only thing that they've got to complain about in 2.3, I think it's a pretty good update.
Pretty good. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
I will say that doesn't. We were talking about this a little bit earlier on, but that doesn't seem to be that much.
Well, content-wise going in, or
from not particularly from a content-wise, but from a fundamental gameplay expansion.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we looked at the when Horizons first landed, and we were all landing on planets, and there was many things to do and everything. Here we got, this is it. Yeah, it's a point update.
Yeah,
but looking at it, it's like this big feature set could have been
we've had
here, but obviously, I mean, that's probably down to the difficulty of putting Multi-Crew together.
I mean, it has taken a while to get this update out the door.
It has. It's taken a long time.
Yeah, long while. Yeah. Right.
A long time. And it's still not perfect. I mean,
no.
We've talked about things we like.
Yeah.
The shit I'm not liking is the fundamental issues with the networking code.
It seems to piggyback the wings.
It has, very well. From what I understand, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Crash, but it seems like the Wings system and the Multi-Crew system are based around the same fundamentals.
Yeah, there is some shared code between it, I think,
Yeah.
Which is why we can't have multi-crew ships in a wing with other multi-crew ships, because essentially what you're doing with a multi-crew ship is creating a fixed instance.
Yep.
That everyone's in. And we've seen, with Wings, it's sort of flexible because you're flying in and out of bubbles and all of that kind of thing. And obviously, it was more of a driving the matchmaking in a specific way to make sure you all try and maintain together. If I'm fucking wrong, someone stop me before I sound like a total arsewipe.
No, we'll let you go first and then we'll correct you.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I think I've got, from a basic fundamental level, I by no means know anything about network coding apart from knowing the difference between peer-to-peer and server-side.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But from what I can see is it's more of a loose element with wings, which still has issues.
Yeah.
Still has issues to this day when it's trying to keep a wing together, when it's trying to maintain that, when it's trying to put you in the same instance physically together.
Well,
And I can only imagine those
actually.
issues will be compounded by trying to maintain that solidly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, you've got the benefit of people are not going to be wandering out into other instances and stuff like that, but you kind of do with the fighter, but it does have a limited range.
Yeah. Well, the other day when we was messing around, and I was taking pictures, and it was causing everything to just go.
Yeah.
Well,
we were having a lot of connection.
I now know why.
Oh yes,
because I was in a wing. It was in the multi-crew. No, it was in a wing. It was in a wing the other day. Yeah, and I was taking high-res images, and Revian, the lovely Revian, was in the chat, and I said, "I'll bet I know someone who's going to want the logs." And he went, yeah. So I sent them my log, and it turns out that because when you take a high-res image,
I think I know what you're going to say, but go on.
It basically pauses the game in effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the higher the resolution image, the longer it obviously takes to process, and the more on the screen it takes to process as well. So now, this image, it took 70-odd seconds to process. So the game client...
Before you go into that, explain to the audience, please, why such an image would take 70 seconds to process, Toadie?
Because it's doing it in 32K. Duh.
Big enough to print on the side of a building. But okay.
That's larger than IMAX, you knob.
Yes, and I like the detail. Thank you very much. Can I get on with my story? Thank you very much.
Yes, get on with your story.
So it takes about 70 seconds. If you do a normal high res, which is 4 times your screen resolution, it will be about 30 to 40 seconds, give or take.
Yes.
Either way, it takes a period of time. Now, what happens is because you're not responding in that period of time, the other game clients which are connected to you go, oh, they're not responding. I'll drop the session. Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so which is why you can't do it in open.
Yeah, because it would cause a lot of problems. This kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, I'm showing my age a little bit, but I've built a few game engines. I might know a little bit about these things. But what you tend to have is networking is quite a important aspect of the game to keep sync between clients. So you tend to run it on the main thread. There's the game thread, which is actually running the gameplay loop, like the core logic, which is going on there. So doing what you're doing there, effectively freezing that main game loop, is just locking out absolutely everything. The game is just completely not responding.
That's right.
But you can't really very easily move that away and isolate it to a separate thread, which is running in the background for something like that. So I can see why that's a massive problem. And that's not something you can easily resolve.
No.
And you can see why, for something like that, that's a fixed case. It's like, well, the solution to that is don't take silly pics.
Don't do it.
But when it's things like, oh, your ISP is ditching 90% of your packets, or the NAT translation is killing most of the responses and things like that. There's not much that Frontier can do to resolve those kind of things, but you can see why these issues occur.
That's why I brought it up.
You see these very, very pronounced issues when people are connecting from countries where the internet connection is a bit
iffy,
like Australia.
Look at poor Aussies
down under. And don't forget the Kiwis.
Poor Aussies.
I have some good friends in Oz who suffer badly at this.
We sent them all to paradise that was full of things that wanted to kill them, and then we gave them shit internet.
No, we didn't give them anything. Come on, let's be fair. We didn't give them anything.
No, we loaded them onto ships in irons. And now we get into colonialism and the imperialism of the United Kingdom of Great Britain in the early 18th, 19th, and 20th century.
No, we don't.
No, let's leave that and move on to something more exciting, like fucking video games.
Yay!
So what do you think is so far from what we've seen? A lot of the reaction has been rather positive.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in it, that oh my God. I mean, some of the bits in it, like the shield balancing and stuff like this. can't you just leave it alone? You give us these wonderful toys, we can go and do the engineers, and you go, well, actually, it's a bit too much. We don't like the way you're doing it. It's
unintended consequences.
Yeah.
Those were unintended consequences, and any game needs to have some kind of balance, be it equitable balance across the field or be it asymmetrical balance. It needs to be there.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's obviously a very fine line to balance between, letting people have fun and, not being silly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they've swung far too far one way and sometimes they've swung far too far the other way.
Indeed.
It's going to be a bit of a pain for people.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be an ongoing thing. This is what people seem to keep forgetting about the game. It is an evolving product. It is not something which is out and that's it. It's out. There's always going to be new things coming on board. There's always going to be something which is going to break it. And ultimately they're going to have to keep fixing it. So, that argument is never going to go away. It's always going to be there.
It's like, oh my God, they ruined how to make money. They've nerfed how to make money. No, they haven't.
No, they closed off exploits where you were stacking a stupid amount of missions and then you were flying around complaining, I'm getting interdicted every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, considering you've got 50-odd missions on there, I'm not fucking surprised you keep triggering the interdiction events.
Because every mission they triggers an interdiction. Yay!
Yes.
Yeah. And then you've got obviously the skimmer stacking missions, which they've adjusted so you can only have 3 anymore, but they've increased the payouts. There's always ways to make money. Always.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's going to, I'll say everyone, but people are going to find exploits.
Yeah.
All over. And the people who are exploiting them are exploiting those for their own particular reasons. Some of it because they need a big bank balance because they love to PvP. So these are the guys who are off in solo doing Sothis and Seos runs and everything, building up their bank so that they've got their rebuys for their fully engineered PvP fighting machines. And then you've got the other people who've set themselves the goal of the great big ship and they don't really want to work that hard to get it.
No. Yeah. And apart from the PvP aspect, you're not competing against anybody other than yourself.
No, you aren't. That's one of the things that's always got me about a lot of the arguments in this. Well, it's not fair. Well, it's not a competition.
No, I mean, if you find a way of making lots of money very, very quickly, who does it actually affect?
No one,
unless you're PvPing.
Yeah,
that's the only time it makes any difference is because you've got a huge bank balance that you can absorb the losses. So if you get blown up because of something, you don't care because you've got billions and billions of worth of credits. But eventually they will disappear. They will go.
And then new exploits will be found.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people will move on to them until those are brought down and everything. I think, you know what? I think the people who do utilize these exploits quite a lot are doing us all a favor.
Yeah?
Yeah, because by identifying these things, by using these things, and by these things becoming public knowledge, it gets all the way back to FDev, who then can sit there and go, well, we can either let this particular thing continue because it's not having a massive impact on where we want the game to go, or we can turn around and limit that down because that's not what we intended with this.
Yeah.
Which is, exploiters keep exploiting because then we'll find them and fix them.
Yep.
But whenever something gets adjusted, something else crops up to take its place. Yeah.
It's whack-a-mole.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's digital whack-a-mole.
And not all of these are exploits. Let's be fair; they're not all exploits.
No, not all of them are.
The Sothos and CS were never exploits.
No, they weren't. They're just long-range missions which pay out a certain amount of money depending on what rank you've got when you take the mission.
Exactly. They may pay. They were possibly paid out more than was intended.
Possibly.
But it was never an exploit. It's the same as, it's with when they brought the passage missions into the beta. Unintentionally, which was a bug, every time you engaged disengaged supercruise, did a hyperspace jump or logged in, logged out, the reward for the mission increased by the base amount.
Yeah.
Oops.
So you could end up making billions.
Oopsie.
And they caught that in the beta.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, I
fixed it.
I mean, I did have 3 missions worth 150 billion credits.
The Bank of Xeons would have gone bust.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to something you said earlier. Making games is hard.
Yes, it is very,
really
very
hard.
very, very hard.
It's not if you use Twine, though. Come on.
Oh, no, come on. No, let's be fair. Java.
Oh, God.
I
know how to code Java, you're a game dev.
Oh, we're going to go there.
Hey.
We're going to go there. The armchair developers on the internet.
Yeah, the armchair devs. Yeah.
Speaking of
bit
which,
of code.
Speaking of which, I've got to get back on stream because there is a post I really need to
go on.
apart.
Oh, that one.
I really do need to take this post apart, but I can't. I'm not doing it. Yeah, they'll be here forever.
Yeah, tune into MahdDogg's next show to find out more, folks.
Whenever the fuck that will be.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I have no clue at the minute. My work and home life is all.
So it's all.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
That's a technical term.
Right.
He's a dad. No, I've got a 16-year-old who's currently started his GCSEs. He's done his first exam today. He's quite pleased. Shown us his work is marvelous.
Good.
My son's an artist. At least one of us is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, oh God! Don't go dead air.
I was just thinking, what time did we start?
We need to finish. We are coming to the end of the hour.
That's what I was thinking. I think
we are coming to the end of the hour.
That's why I said that pause, because it's 10 o'clock.
It is. It is. We have come to the end of our hour.
Yes, because we've shortened now. We've shortened
because we could talk for 3 hours.
We could,
but people have only got a limited amount of time in which to consume podcasts, usually on journeys and cars and stuff like that.
That's it, or trains or something like that. And we don't want to put people to sleep.
No. Though we could probably point everyone back in the direction of the YouTube archive or the SoundCloud or iTunes if you really desperately want to get those long haul flight Dogg and Toads.
Yeah, or if you've got
insomnia, them on iTunes. So they're still there. We can put you to sleep.
So I think it's a very good spot now. We've kind of gone through most of the stuff.
Absolutely.
To wrap it up. And put a nice little bow on top and put it under the Christmas tree. Oh, no, wait, we're in March. That's right.
It'll keep,
yeah.
2.4 will be Christmas. That'll be fine.
So, yes.
That's where it's coming. But, we've seen beta has issues.
Yes, beta has issues, but then it's a beta. If they didn't have issues, it wouldn't be a beta.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And the things we've got coming in are foundations towards something else.
There's that wonderful word that my good friend Kerrash says, placeholder.
Lots and lots of placeholders.
Oh dear. I can see the responses now. Everything's a goddamn placeholder. When are we going to get some content, my wide-inch deep?
Anyway, because otherwise we'll go for another hour.
Yes, let's not get started.
Kerrash, it's been all pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining us this evening for a little discourse.
Lovely to.
We didn't get you to bust your NDA, did we?
Not yet.
Well, the Braben phone did go awooga, awooga. So
the Braben phone would start ringing.
Yes. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much, both of you.
Yes, you're more than welcome. And Dogg.
Yes. What? That's it. That's how we finish. It's a pleasure to have you, Kerrash. It's wonderful to hear you and everything, Dogg.
In a nutshell, In a nutshell.
Yeah. Love you too.
Yeah, I love you too.
Cheers.
Yes. Anyway, thanks for listening, peeps. The next one will be when we do the
soon,
next one.
TM.
Yeah. Exactly
soon.
What he said. What's
TM.
So, goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.
Ciao.